forgive me for being in your face. I just suddenly realized it was so askew. So I decided to move it. Forgive me, my friends. I didn't realize it was going to change all of a sudden. Hi, I'm Victoria Violet. This is Gypsy Roots Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I was just looking at the candle, by the way, which I do have lit. And the flame is so beautiful. It's dancing and it just matches with the beautiful music that I have on. It just created a really warm feeling for me, and I hope that you will feel the same. Thank you for joining me. This is not our oh my gosh, I almost said Wednesday. This is not our Sunday tarot with Jesus. We will get to that later today. For right now, I just was looking over some cards that I had on the table, some oracle cards, and I just decided to go ahead and open them and share them with you today. So the first one is called Chakras. Let me put my glasses back on just so I can read it to you. Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards is what it's called. So we're going to be reading from that one. And then we're going to also be using Oracle of the Energies. And I thought I'd do something a little bit different today, my friends. Getting rid of these, tossing them in the trash. And do the tarot last. So I'm going to try it opposite today. I'm going to go ahead and start with the oracle messages, okay? So I'm going to start with the chakra. Okay, that's what I'm going to do, the chakra wisdom. Okay, this is a Libra reading. It's good for all air signs. Hi, honey. Hi, Paul. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, oh, no wonder they came out separate. Okay. These are a different message for someone over there. And yeah, let's take a look. See, we'll do the other one in just a little bit, but that's going to be a separate video, okay? Okay, Spirit, what would you like to tell to the Libra, please, and thank you. Okay. Anything else, please? I guess they are not separate. I guess the energies are together, so I'll read it as they fell, okay? Anything else, please? These are beautiful cards, by the way. This is from... Who is it from? Only just in case you want to know. Again, they don't pay me for doing this. Author is Sark, I guess. S-A-R-K. Now the artist is Succulent Wild Woman. I guess she's the one that makes them, but she did a really good job. I wonder if she's Native American. Anything else, please, from this deck? Because they're so beautiful. Can't wait to share them. Okay, so I guess not. All right. Let's take a look-see. All right, the first card that fell out was Expansion. Okay? And I didn't think the two piles matched. And the reason is because, well, expansion is something that you look forward to. And the other cards looked a little bleak. So, if you expand, of course, you get bigger, or something gets bigger. It enlarges, right? But if it's within you, then you're growing. Your life is changing. The direction of your life is possibly also changing. So that's why I thought to myself, why are the two related? So I'm going to have to read them the way they felt. But nonetheless, a side note for the Libra itself, expansion. You know, our minds could expand to take in more light. When you take in more light, let's say you have your nervous system that is firing better. You have all of these neurons, you know, neurotransmitters, all of these beautiful hormones that are coming in your body, that your pituitary gland makes, you know, your third eye. So you can then maybe think yourself out of a problem. Let's say, for example, some of us, we can't see beyond the limits or limitations of whatever it is we're going through because we can't see how it's going to work out. Okay, so if you expand your mind and allow for a different outcome or a different way that you've never maybe considered before to do something, or to have a solution for something that you're going through, that's really out of the ordinary as far as what your person would actually do, then I think the expansion can start. That light that I mentioned. And I'm going from the crown chakra, and you will forgive me because I don't know, something turned on all of a sudden inside of me. So if I pause, don't think that I'm pausing to think. I'm pausing because I'm channeling. So I went from the crown chakra, the third eye, to the heart, and then I felt the heart expanding so much, with so much beautiful light, that it also spilled onto the solar plexus. So I feel, if we're looking at your chakras, which funny enough, these are cards of chakras, then the expansion is that your wheels start turning again. Perhaps you had a chakra that was, and I hope you don't mind, I'm keeping my eyes closed because I'm being fed. And I feel like your chakras, the wheels, as they call them, will start to turn. If they've been blocked, for example, if they've been stuck or barely moving, possibly, then I believe that the expansion will cause them to start turning in the right direction. And hence it went from the crown to the third eye, heart chakra, to the solar plexus. So it pretty much told me one thing will start or generate the others to start also churning and turning. And those are all beautiful things, because if you feel sluggish, if you feel sickly, if you feel tired all the time, if you feel lethargic all the time, if you feel, which Libras do a lot, I'm sorry, I'm a Libra, procrastination. All of those things come from the same place. It's inertia. It's not having the energy to move. And when that light causes that expansion, that energy, right? Light is energy, causes that expansion. Then you start seeing how you can solve problems or issues that you wouldn't normally be able to solve with just going within and allowing that expansion to occur. Back to this, because again, I feel like it is a double-edged sword or a double message here. And mysticism. So for me, mysticism has two parts to it, okay? Mysticism, we can say, is something mystical. Why? Because part of us don't really know that part of life or that part of the universe, okay? And I'm speaking in an expansive way. So I'm talking in a bigger way, because we obviously need to go towards something bigger right now. So if it's mystical, then we find it's magical. And if a lot of us don't practice magic, we might not get the point. However, when it's mysticism, it's also elusive. It's also hidden messages or hidden knowledge. And some of the hidden knowledge could be taboo. I'm not going to sit here and say that it can't be. But what if it's not necessarily taboo that I'm going towards, because that's what they're telling me, but more along the line of a spiritual path, a spiritual walk with mysticism. So because of that, again, going back into the self, going inside to have all the answers come from within, because a lot of philosophies out there believe that all the answers that you need are already within you, are already inside, they're already with you. You just have to go within to grab them and pull them out of yourself. So in that sense, is it elusive? Is mysticism so mystical and far away and far removed from you? Or is it just that the divine is now inviting you to go deeper within. To go deeper within so that you can pull out a lot of things that have been dormant inside of you for a long time. For some, since childhood or before that, because maybe you never tapped into that side of yourself. For someone like myself that has always had the knowing, I've been aware of it, it comes natural. Does it scare you a little bit if it's more in the esoteric and in the dark side? Yeah, of course, it scared me. I have to tell you, I gave my gift. I thought I was giving my gift back to God when I was 15. Story, and I'll try to make it brief. My gift was, I don't know if that Teresa Caputo, I don't know if she's the real deal or not. I really don't. So I'm saying this, sprinkling it in for good measure. So my gift was like that when I was a kid. I didn't have a filter. I didn't know about filters. I just told people what I saw. That was the good part of my gift. The other part of my gift was I would see black shadows all the time, figure-y, black shadows that looked like a human being but had no body, and they were black, and they would be staring at me all the time. So it got me scared, and then I started seeing demons and other things in the dark that were battling with me and other family members, and I just got so scared that frankly I asked God one day to remove my gift because it was too big and I was scared of it. So I say all that to say that mysticism, sometimes it's already inside of you and you just are not aware of it, right? So in my case, the gift was too big for a little girl. So at the age of 15, I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have any guidance. My mom didn't allow my dad to raise me because he was a gypsy. He was a rum. And so because of that, it was taboo. It was hidden knowledge. It was scary to some. Well, think about it this way. It wasn't more scary to some than it was to a 15-year-old seeing all of this. So I also want to tell you, because that's a segue to your gift may lie dormant, but it's never gone. So this is a good time to tell you that the only reason I read cards is because when I was 30, approximately 30, I really started asking God more and more for my gift to come fully back the way it was when I was a kid. So in the interim of things, because I had asked for it to be removed from me, I had to work for it. And the brain and the mind it's a muscle, right? The brain is a muscle. So I had to do a lot of work to get back tapped in to what was already very much natural to me. So mysticism can be hard or it can be easy. If you don't have the right teacher or you don't have a good coach, a mentor, it can be very hard, very hard. So if you're trying to go deeper, because I'm talking to people that obviously are trying to level up, then you have to find someone to guide you. But then once you find that guide, you've got to follow through. You've got to have follow through. You can't just get upset when they're trying to direct you or trying to get you to think bigger and to become bigger than what you are. That's why I always tell people, I love you to pieces, and I do not ever want you to think I'm disrespecting the Bible. The Bible was for certain people, and it was for certain purposes at its time, at that time, which a lot of it still pertains to now. But if you really want to know what's out there in the universe, in the cosmos of yourself and within other timelines, you can't just go by the Bible, because then you're limiting yourself. So again, to the mysticism, I know I went way out there for some of you that are not into any of that and think it's woo-woo, then this is not for you. This side note, this conversation is not for you. But for others that are ready to expand their minds, others that understand Buddhism, others that understand Hinduism, others that know that there's something beyond you, even yourself, and being in the body, and realize that your body is just your vessel that is your avatar and gets you and takes you places. But your mind and your spirit, your brain, is what your mind needs to utilize in order to get all of those apps downloaded into you, all those codes, if you will. So again, mysticism can be big and larger than life, or mysticism can be as simple as closing your eyes and that's it. So the choice is yours where it takes you. Okay? Can take you very, very far and vast, or it can be very, very small and short-lived. Choice is yours because it's your journey, my dears. Isolation was what I saw. So if somebody is working with their mysticism, for example, and they place themselves purposefully in isolation, how that can help is that you're going deeper and deeper within. You don't have people that are pulling on your energy. You don't have people that are constantly yelling out your name. You're wanting the knowing. You're wanting to know what's next. You're wanting to know why, the whys of the world, of the universe, of the divine. You're wanting to know. So in that instance, if you put your own self in timeout, then you create a space for the divine to come in and talk to you and tell you about the whys. Okay? Renewal. Renewal. Every Sunday, and it should be that way every day, and I'll tell you why. But every Sunday, I sit here and I put out a video. And the reason I put it out is for renewal. I talk about the words of Jesus, and I talk about all the things that are possible for us, and we get advice from Archangel Michael. It's for renewal, so that we renew our energy, we renew our hope, we renew our confidence within the self and within our creator, right? For that connection to work. Renewal. And the other thing is, when you isolate and you go within, especially if it's through meditation or prayer, you're able to tap in and listen with your spiritual hearing, and therefore you're able to hear more and you're able to receive more, because after all, you are a receiver. You're like a big old antenna, and you're just waiting for the energies or the information to be downloaded onto you. Okay? So renewal. The other part of renewal, as I was saying, it should happen every day, and it actually does. For those that do get their 8 hours of sleep, or even if your norm is 5 to 6, but you wake up and you're refreshed, that is a renewal. You've downloaded, you've allowed your system, you've allowed your body, the vessel, the avatar, to rest. You've allowed your organs, your skin, the skin cells, the cells within, the blood, everything to rejuvenate. You've allowed yourself to rest, to slumber, so that when you get up, you feel renewed. So every day it happens, whether you know that or not. Every day. Every day. So the whole point is, what renews you? What makes you feel rejuvenated? What makes you feel brand new? What makes you feel excited about your life and about the world? What gets you that way? Now, here's why I didn't think these things came together, but I can see how they can. So I'm going to read it 2 different ways. Once you do all that they told you about expansion, they want you to control yourself or control your expansion, meaning take control and expand. They want you to have the sense of wanting to know more beyond the perception, perceiving beyond yourself and your limitations as a human, right? Thinking outside of you and go into your mysticism. They want you to explore, so they want you to go into isolation, whether that's for a minute, 5 minutes, an hour, a day, a weekend. And they, the retreats, those are for isolation, so that you can have deeper contemplation, so you can feel a sense of renewal. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say some of you do need to go on a retreat if you don't do meditation, if you don't do yoga, if you don't know how to sit by yourself and just simply be quiet with your own thoughts, or in the nothingness, which is what meditation is supposed to be. Do you know that nothingness is not really nothingness? Because do you know that you can get your downloads so much faster and so much clearer when you do that? So it's just, again, food for thought for those that maybe possibly would like to go into meditation. Those are the main purposes. Those are the main purposes. Unless you're someone like myself that receives downloads in visions or in dreams. By the way, in case you're watching, I've already dreamt of you 2 nights in a row. I don't know what you want from me, but you know there is a phone. Just putting it out there, because I've already had 2 dreams and they were super vivid. So when I get up tired, because I've been in that dream, I know it's a vision. So whatever it is you need from me, and you know who you are I'm talking to, you need to pick up the phone and just call me. Just saying. So again, you should feel a sense of renewal when you get up, when you wake up, but also after your meditation, you should feel renewed. And if you don't, then something's wrong there. We're not either tapping in correctly or we're not using that time correctly, okay? Why do I say all of that? Well, let's go back down to why I was going to give you a second message through this. After the expansion, if we're looking at the second message, after the expansion of going within, perhaps working on yourself, and I'm saying that in a very positive, enthusiastic way. I'm your cheerleader. I'm here to back you up. I'm not here to down you. So never think that. Never think, wow, Victoria has some nerve. Why should I? She told me I had to work on. Yes, babies, you do have to work on yourself. I do too. It's a daily practice. I listen a lot to podcasts, and one of the podcasts I listened to said, you've got to believe, you've got to act like you already have it. And that's true. That's true. That's true. Visualization is everything. However, he said something else that was very poignant. And the thing he said was, every day you've got to remember. And the host said, what do you mean every day you have to remember your future? How do you remember your future if you're only living in the past and in the present? He said, that's why I'm saying every day you have to remember, because you have to bring yourself back to the cognizance. You have to bring yourself back into the awareness of what you want in your future and live as if it is today. And in doing that, he stated, that's when the change occurs. That's when you actually become or get what you want out of life that you're looking for. So I just thought I'd mention that, because again, going within, isolating, perhaps it's in prayer, perhaps it's in contemplation as to why you haven't had your soulmate or your partner or your significant other come into your life. Is saying, when you feel that renewal, when you feel that sense of renewal, and renewal can also be a healing. When you have that healing experience from within, perhaps some of us feel broken, perhaps some of us are still working on that or haven't even started the healing process or journey. But when you do, I don't make it up, guys. I'm just here as the reader in the oracle. Then your soulmate is on its way. So again, if you're broken or if you're not healed, if you still have that trauma within you, that trauma that is perhaps in a way holding you back because there's stuck energies there. And remember, what did I say? What did I say? This is a chakra deck. And what was the first thing that the divine gave me when I first started this reading? Gave me a vision of the third eye and how that third eye was expanding and the wheel started turning, and it went from the crown chakra to the third eye, and then it went to the heart chakra and expanded outwards. Just like I'm moving my fingers, that's the way the beams of light were coming out of the heart chakra, and then it bled onto the solar plexus. So once you have that expansion, that means you're starting to heal. And perhaps in the isolation and in the mysticism isn't so mystic after all, because it's a aha moment. It's a, oh, now I see. I don't see where it went wrong on the other person's side because we're not privy to that. And that's something we may never know. But if you do if you did have someone who hurt you, who broke your heart, so to speak, who shattered your illusion of that love or what love should be, then that's an aha moment. And you have that expansion of, okay, I don't know why they did their part in all this, but I can see now where my part in this could have played a part to the point of getting me hurt. So next time, it's not because I'm gonna be so guarded, I'm not gonna let anybody in, but next time, I'm gonna know enough not to let just anybody in and let anybody in so quickly, if that makes sense. So once you see all of that, your heart chakra is cleansed and that wheel starts turning and your soulmate comes in. I think that's a beautiful message. I'm gonna move these up. I really do think that that's a beautiful message for, if not all of you out there, then some of you. It is a specific energy message here, but I'm taking it because, I mean, I'm going to use myself as an example, because when I don't have another example, I use myself just as a metaphor, sometimes and sometimes in reality, so you can see what I'm saying. So if I look at myself and go, oh, wow, I still need to expand. Why? Why do I need expansion? Every day I go within, which is the darn truth. I'm not kidding you. I talk to the divine more than I talk to humans. I'm not kidding you. I can count on one hand how many humans I talk to besides the people that I go pick up packages from daily. But if I'm really going within and I'm really putting myself in isolation, again, to the point of having those answers come out in a germane way, then I don't have to go outside of myself, because the divine has already put those answers inside of me. I just have to sit kind of quietly long enough to hear the answers. Does that make sense? So I myself also am a child of life, also growing. Didn't realize I needed more growth in that area. So we all can use a little more growth when it comes to pain and suffering and our heart chakra and how it's healing and how we can gain an insight as to how we played a part in all of that. And no, I'm not putting all of the responsibility. I almost used the B word. That's a bad word. All the responsibility of what went wrong. You don't wear that on your shoulders. But what you do wear on your shoulders, which is your head, your mind, is the knowledge that some of that you did play a part in yourself. Okay? Let's see what this energy works. The 7 energy, Oracle of the 7 energies. Let's see what it has to tell us. I think that that's good advice. I think that's good sound advice. The isolation also has a suit, which is really interesting. Because what it's telling you, because it's just hanging in the closet all by itself. It's like, almost looks like a tuxedo. It's almost like telling you, take off the mask or the facade that you show to the world and just isolate, and you can be yourself. See how you can be yourself. See how you can come back to yourself. Because some of us give so much to relationships, we lose ourselves in the relationships. And when we lose ourselves, we're wearing an energy or an image that somebody else wanted for us or from us that we don't necessarily own. Okay? All right. Any other messages, please, for the oracles before we go into tarot? I hope you're liking this tarot for today, because it is a little different. And I just decided to go with it, guys. Sometimes that's what you got to do, too, is you've got to listen to the divine, because they're telling you to do something for a reason. And sometimes we can understand the real reasons behind it, and sometimes we can't. And that's another reason to go into isolation. You know, Wow, I didn't even know all those cards have fallen out. Sometimes it's as simple as going within also when you're looking for an answer that just can't, it doesn't come. And say, I need your help. I need to be able to hear what you need me to do. I need to hear instructions. I need the instructions. What should I do next? Tell me in which direction to go. But you do have to go into the quiet contemplation, which is the isolation, in order to hear the divine, because otherwise all you're hearing is the circular thoughts that keep going in your brain over and over. And those thoughts are not good. Those are, I'm failing. I'm going to fall. I'm failing. I'm doomed. I can't do this. All of those thoughts are not in the positive, so be careful with them, okay? Please. Let me read that in a second, Paul. And by the way, welcome everyone. Welcome, hi Willie. Yes, you're resilient, exactly. Yes, you are. God be praised for that. God be praised for that, Paul. Because if not, we would be 6 feet under, would we not? And we wouldn't have to worry about anything that's in this world. One more? Thank you. All right, let's see what these cards have to tell us. Hi, Rachel. I love that, Rachel. You keep thinking like that, my friend. And you know why? Because you'll be a philosopher before long. I love that. Very, very good. Let me see. Are these big enough to where I can see? Let's try. Glasses are so cumbersome. All right. In perfect harmony. In perfect harmony. I think I'm reading them backwards, but we're going to go with it. Oh no, I got to go back to the, they're like, oh no, lady, you got to go back to the start. Okay, fine. I was at the end, but at least you know what's coming. The land between. I love it. The land between. Just know that if you're writing things, my loves, I can't see them, okay? Can't see them without my glasses because the font is like a 7, all right? The land within. What did I just say? So the land within. Let's take a look. And I love it. The land within. Let's take a look at this for a minute. The land within is really where you want to be. I hate to say it like that. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news. We have some land on this side. And it looks pretty sturdy. It looks safe. We got some land on that side, looks pretty sturdy and safe. But there's nothing in the middle. There's nothing in the middle. So that's deadly, right? That's a scary area. The land in the middle is where only those who have a brave heart dare to tread. If you don't truly trust in something outside of yourself, you're not going to make it. You're not going there. You're not going there. Only a fool would go there. Truly, only a fool. Paul just said he's resilient. The land in between, those are the problems that we have on a daily basis. Those are the issues that present themselves on a weekly basis for us to solve. And that's why God gave us the most magnificent part of us. As far as I'm concerned, every part is magnificent. But now I'm talking about the brain, the complex brain and the mind. Without that, we wouldn't know whether the fight or flight existed. We would probably just be frozen, right? Frozen and not know what to do. I call that, for those who have never seen the movie before, we lived it for the last 4 years and luckily we're out of that. It's called Idiocracy, the movie. You gotta watch that. But you'd be like the people in that movie. You wouldn't know any better. So the land in between is where we're always endeavoring to go. We're always endeavoring to go to the land in between. And that's where the good stuff lies. That's where you grow and you expand, like I've been saying all this time. That's where you get the gold nuggets out of life, and you learn how to do things that get you stuff, that get you your money, that get you your house, that get you your car, that get you your wife or husband, that get you your children, that get you your pets, that get you security, that get you pushed further along in life. That's where wisdom lies. That's where all the information, let's say the you're in the matrix, well, that's where all the juicy information is that you need. But in order to gap that, you have to dare to step out of the box. You have to dare to go there. And if you cannot dare to go there, you're not going to get it. And again, I'm going to use another analogy, but please don't take it the wrong way. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm not in any way, shape, or form downing these people. I'm using them as an example. So back in Texas, when I would drive by this area where, when I was a very small child, we lived around that corner, around that area. It's a very impoverished area. And you'd see many city buses coming through and families getting in, not a girl with her, child, or a girl or a guy by themselves. No, families. And they would be lugging their groceries or their laundry, anything, right? Anything and everything that they had to lug around. They looked so happy. They didn't seem to have a care in the world. They knew what they had to do. They simply got in and did it. When you're looking at people like that, they're complacent, they're happy, they have a restraint, like, this is as far as I can go. This is as far as I can go. This is my life, and I'm happy with my life. And that's as far as I'm going. And I'm not worried about it. Those people are kind of lucky in a way, because they don't aspire for more. So they really don't know about the land in between. They really don't concern themselves with that, because they have their life, they live it to their fullest, and they're happy with what they've got. When you know that you have bigger concerns is when you have had that expansion, because now all of a sudden you have an awareness. I want this, I want that, I want this for myself, I want that for myself. How do I obtain it? It's the land in between. The land in between. You've got to be willing to step out of your comfort zone to experience the land in between. And that land in between can be experienced so many times in your lifetime, this lifetime around. Because you're going to go there so many times in your lifetime. Because every time you have something to solve, every time you need an answer for something, every time you need something for an answer, you're going to go into the land in between. So you can do it, it can be done, and you probably do it without even knowing you do it. But those that don't want anymore don't have a land in between necessarily, because they are complacent, they are content with what they have. The more awareness, the more education, the more knowledge, the more information that you grab onto from the ethers, from the web, from the cloud, from public education or otherwise, higher education, the more that you know and the more you're aware and the more that you desire. That should also go with for those that are on a spiritual walk. You're going to have a lot of land in betweens. For that, a lot of meditation. For that, a lot of personal growth. For that, a lot of self-help books. For that, a lot of, I watched Victoria today. She said if I tried XYZ, this might happen for me. Let me try it. Again, you're going to have to step out of what you know in order to figure out the land in between. It just happens that way. It happens that way. There's not going to be any expansion if you don't go into the land in between. The land in between, we could say, is I'm sitting here as Victoria Violet, the divineness up there. I want to connect to them. There has to be a cord. That silver cord, that better be connected. If that silver cord between myself and the divine is not there, which is in the Bible, by the way, then I'm SOL, guys. I'm SOL, not AOL. I'm SOL. Okay? So again, there is a land in between. You better get yourself an idea of how to find it, or how to get there, or how to gap it. Because if not, I really don't. I think that that's where we all get stuck. And again, I'm always putting myself in that pot. I don't like to give anybody the impression that I think I'm Einstein, and I just have, I studied so hard that I was able to understand, relativity and everything that comes in between without prior knowledge that came from someone else. No, I'm not a Newton. I just know that as I'm telling you what the divine is telling me, I'm also taking this in, and I'm also expanding, and I'm also growing, and I'm also gapping the land of the in-between, because you have awareness, and you have to have that awareness to have the expansion. Okay? So one thing I can tell you as well that I stopped doing, and this is food for thought, you don't have to do it, they're your teeth. Stop using toothpaste that has fluoride. Stop drinking from the faucet if you don't have some kind of filter that filters out the fluoride. Try to see, for those that really want to generate more time with the Big Papa up there, try to see if that's going to help you bridge that gap, that in between, a lot faster. Because that's what I'm doing right now. Of course, you still have to do something. Use a toothpaste that is meant for your choppers, that has the minty freshness, if that's what you think you're going to miss. Or maybe use the fluoride toothpaste once a week, so you still got your fluoride going onto your teeth. But just don't overdo it, because I was finding more and more, and I'm going somewhere with this, that I was using way too much toothpaste. It says a pea size. And then when you read why you shouldn't have the fluoride, it literally tells you that it's poisonous if you swallow it. So think about the calcification that's going on to your pituitary gland. Stop and think about, if you're not able to gap that divide, that might also be why. So again, even people that have been in the industry of, in the know, as they say, you still have to remind yourself. You still have to go back to your roots. You still have to go back to your basic understanding as to what you might be doing to yourself that you're not feeling well. So stop and think about, if you feel sluggish, or you're having short memory recall that is sluggish, or you feel like you're having what people basically call a brain fart. It might be as simple as that, guys. That's all I'm saying. Let's move forward. Oh my gosh, the royal you. The royal you. And this is so beautiful, guys. You do know that you're royalty, right? Your father is the God of creation. Your father is the God of creation. So, of course, you're royalty. Do you treat yourself that way? Do you hold your temple clean and purified and holy? Do you? And I'm not just talking about sex. Again, back to as simple as the pituitary gland, as simple as eating better, as simple as drinking the water. Don't drink purified water, by the way, please, unless you don't have a choice of where you live. When it's purified, it's boiled. When it's boiled, all of the nutrients, minerals, they go away. They go away. So spring water, if you can get spring water, that's the best. Use your Brita, I guess, if you don't have a choice. But think about what you're putting into your body. And again, the exercising, all of that for longevity, for not only longevity, but to have that long life that's not only productive, but that you're able to have good health that comes along with that. And it's never too late, guys. It's never too late. I had a friend who had a grandmother. She drove till she was 85. She passed away when she was 86, and she was still driving her own car. She still had her faculties, guys. So again, treat yourself like royalty, and remember, you are royalty. Remember that. Have that knowing. Do you have your silver cord that's this thick or this thick? That's your choice as well. If it's barely hanging on by a thread, then you better get yourself some isolation so that you can have some renewal. Okay? For those who want to look up this silver cord, it's in the Bible. But it'll also, if you don't put in the Bible, it's also going to bring up what it means. That's your connection. That's your connection. That's your umbilical cord connection to God. Okay? It says, what does this say? This is so, oh my gosh, I'm glad I put my glasses on. Waking the lion. Oh my God, waking the lion, guys. Waking the lion. Wow. Don't want to take Xanax. I don't know what that means, guys. So please don't be giving people, in case y'all are, I don't know that you are, but just looking up at the conversation that I'm reading, please do not give medical advice to one another on this channel. Please. Because I can get sued for that. Don't do that. Okay? If you're not medical practitioners, licensed, doctors, MDs, please don't tell people to take Xanax. And don't talk to people about their Xanax, because we're not equipped. We're not equipped, okay? We're not equipped on this channel to do that. So again, waking the lion, guys. Waking the lion. Waking the lion is, you know, that roar inside of you. Waking the lion is having that energy burst and having courage and knowing that you can walk forward in life and do everything that you want to do and get everything done that you need to do for yourself and of the self, okay? The Oracle's gift. The seeing, the knowing. It's a beautiful cup. And it's like a crystal that's resonating from inside. It almost looks like if I had this and this was a cup, and it's almost like a big old crystal that's in the middle of the cup. And the crystal is reminiscent of the energies that you can see, because a real oracle can use water, can use crystals, can use mirrors, can use cards, can use their knowing, their clairaudience, their clairsentient, everything, the knowing is there. So perhaps some of you will have to work with your knowing and tapping in and pulling that out so that it can come out more, and it can grow and expand. Okay? Maybe that's your expansion. A grand symphony. A grand symphony. We could talk about music. We could talk about how music soothes. I have it in the background for ambiance. But also, for me, a grand symphony tells me that your life is working in concert. Everything is coming together. Your finances, your health, your love life, everything is working in concert, one with the other. So it's all in a symphony. Your life is in balance, okay? Beyond the ordinary. Are you beyond ordinary, or is your life beyond ordinary? Perhaps they're telling you that once you have that balance in your life, because everything is in harmony with itself, then you can have an extraordinary life that you've been wanting, possibly. It's possible, but you've got to reach in and grab it. Okay? A merry motive. A merry motive. Look at that. If they were all Valentine wishes or messages, can you imagine that? They're on a clothesline. They're like on a clothesline, like on a rope. And they're all alit. They're all in flames. Okay? But also it's reminding me of a magical moment, or magic instilled or injected into the message, which is telling me that a merry motive can be, let's say you were my friend and I pop up to your house uninvited. I'm surprising you. And I'm not there for me. I'm there to maybe bring you breakfast or ask you to come out to have breakfast with me. My treat. So what motives do you have? Do you have motives that are positive or negative? This is a merry motive. So I would think a positive motive that you have in life or towards someone would be a good thing. Okay? Also, going back and banking onto someone who is wanting to expand so that they can be a reader, or they can be having a YouTube channel, or even a metaphysical store, anything like that. What are your merry motives? Are your motives for some reason that are to help humanity, or is it strictly to see how much money you can make off of people? Because there are charlatans out there. I'm just putting it out there. It's nothing new. I'm putting it out there because there are some that are not light workers, although they call themselves chosen ones. It doesn't mean they have the right motive behind everything they're doing. And again, this one says perfect harmony. So again, so long as you're doing God's work, it really doesn't matter what other people want for you or from you. It matters what God wants for you and what you want for yourself. And because of that, you will have everything in harmony. Let me put my glasses back on. Let's go with the tarot now. I hope y'all liked the oracle message. I really do think they went deep with us today, and I really like it because it told us a lot of things about ourselves. They told us a lot of things about life. Okay? I'm still confused about the Xanax thing. So excuse me getting in your faces here. Oof. Yeah, don't tell people to take Xanax, please. Tell people to go to the doctor, or if you don't know what to tell them to call a helpline. Call 911, but don't give medical advice. And I'm laughing not at the person. I'm laughing because that's dangerous, guys. Okay? Don't do that. I've been in the medical field for 37 years, and I can't work out of my scope. I can't practice out of my scope. Okay? So don't do that. Especially not on somebody's channel. If you want to do that, do it on your own channel. No disrespect, but don't be trying to get me in trouble with YouTube here. YouTube, I told nobody to take medication. All right. What do you want to tell us today, please, Spirit? Please and thank you. What do you want to talk to us about, please? Please and thank you. Okay. Is that it, Spirit? Is that it? Whoa. All right, now we're done. Now we're done. These cards are so beautiful. I just love them to pieces. All right. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Beautiful, beautiful cards. All right, let's go. All right. The first card here is saying Six of Pentacles. So if you do need help, help is on its way. And if you don't need help, then perhaps you're the one that will be helping people. Because the Six of Coins is all about giving and about the other person receiving. I do have somebody in the Five of Swords here. And so, again, somebody may come to you that is in need, or maybe possibly you're in need, just like that young woman was saying that she's having negative thoughts and needs to, if she comes back, please do direct her to a medical facility, an emergency room, or anything like that. But if we need help, there's no reason why we can't express that we can't feel that we should ask for help. We should always ask for help. Now, if you're somebody like me, growing up, it was hard for me to ask for help because when it was my turn to ask for help, there was always a condition. So because of that, it was hard for me to ask for help. So I was very independent. But you should ask for help when you need it. Page of Swords. who's coming in a quick way. Let's see what this Page of Swords is bringing us. Page of Swords is bringing us the Eight of Wands. So something's coming in really fast. The Page of Swords is spying. They want to come in really fast. Somebody wants to come really fast and asking you for help, guys. That's what I'm getting so far from all of this. You have the Hermit. All of these cards so far have shown me somebody writing or somebody looking or somebody, somebody writing, somebody looking at a book or pages or documents, information that's being looked at, and perhaps information is going to be shared with you pretty soon. Painting you a picture is what I'm hearing. Look, here we are again with this person writing. Look at that. So you can see what I'm talking about. All these cards, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in a row of writing. Stormy weather for the Three of Swords, because they have the Ten of Swords, guys. Look at that. Look at that. A lot of pain. Somebody's going to come in and ask you for help. They're going to tell you certain pieces of information. They're also going to be telling you something's ended for them, and they're in a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Perhaps they're going to talk about finances with the Nine of Coins. See where this is going. The Nine of Coins and the Empress. Don't know why the Empress is here yet. I don't know if the Empress is Libra or if the Empress is someone else. Let's take a gander. The Empress, the Nine of Coins, and the King of Swords. So you have a King of Swords here. Could be a Libra. Could be an air sign. Wow. All of a sudden, I felt very sleepy, and I heard cutting cords. Wow. And I can't see very well. All right. So the King of Swords is looking for justice, because there's been a judgment against someone here. The judgment is that they want to come back. They want to come back to you. There's the Six of Cups right there. They want to return. Someone wants to return to you that's in a lot of pain, suffering, that has little to no money, or maybe possibly they need financial help from you. And what I do see is that they have a lot of information. Some of that information they're wanting to share. I hope they share plenty of information so that you can understand exactly what's going on with them. Otherwise, how are you going to help people if they don't tell you everything, right? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. They're trying to come back, but it's happening very slow. Very slow. Very slow motion here. Queen of Swords. So now we have a divine partnership here between the Queen and the King of Swords. We have a divine partnership here. So either this is a counterpart to you, Libra, or it's a fellow air sign. Either ways, they're coming back. That's what they want to do. But they have the Five of Pentacles because they're not sure whether you're going to help them or not. They're not sure if you're doing as poorly as they are or not. Wow. Guys, you have another 5. You have a 5 and a 5 right next to each other. So you have the 5 of Pentacles, and now you have the 5 of Wands. The way that they look at you is both as lovely and problematic. So on the one side, they feel like you're the Empress. And I don't care if you're a man, you can still be the Empress. They feel like you're the Empress, that you're nurturing, you're kind, your gestures, your character is very good. It's normally very good, but they're afraid that they come to you and they tell you all these things and they come back to you and they want to be your counterpart this time around, that you're going to perhaps have some kind of ill will towards them. You're not going to accept what they have to say. You're not going to invite them into your life. They're so filled with a lot of doubt. Okay? And then we have the King of Cups here. Is this the same person as the King of Swords? I'm not sure. Two of Wands. Two of Wands. They want to be loving. They want to be giving. They want to be kind right back to you. They want all of that. It's going to depend on how you react when they come back. It's going to depend. Now, for those that have been extremely hurt, if you've been traumatized by this person, of course, you may not react the way they want you to, because it's human. And if they don't understand that, that's going to be very difficult. If, like, let's say, for example, they come and they're just very casual about everything, you may exact a pound of flesh through your words, through your curtness. And then they may take that as, they don't love me, they don't want me, I wasted my time, I knew I shouldn't come. And that's going to be selling you short, because maybe it's not that. Maybe it's that you need to express that pain that caused you to be let down. So they're not going to see that you have a lot of pain still pent up due to them. If you react with curtness or sarcasm, if you're facetious toward this person, they're going to take it as, you don't want me. You don't care. I shouldn't have come. I shouldn't have reached out. Two of Swords. Two of Wands to Two of Swords. Again, they feel like it's going to end up in an argument. It's going to end up a worthless effort. There's a Tower. And again to the yawning, again to the tiredness, guys. All of a sudden, when this person came on the scene, wow, they must not get a lot of sleep. There's something going on there. The High Priestess. The High Priestess. The Tower is bringing the High Priestess. The Tower is bringing down the secrets, the unknown. The unknown, the mysticism. Remember, we talked about the mysticism. What does this person want from the Libra, please? What is the person that's trying to come back to the Libra, the ex-lover, or the ex-person? What do they want from the Libra? You drop a card. They want the Libra. That's what they want. That's the female Libra. But what do they want from the Libra? What do they want from the Libra? What is this person from the past? What do they want from the Libra, please? What do they want from the Libra, please? And thank you. Oh, it's a lot of cards. They want their bliss. They want their completeness, their complete happiness here with the Three of Cups. They need to move. They need to relocate. Star power. They feel like you're their star. They feel like you are a beautiful energy of light. They feel like you are a ray of sunshine to their heart. This is making me want to cry, guys. They feel like you're home. But here we have the King of Wands. And I got a feeling you don't want the King of Wands. Why do they want to come in as the King of Wands, please? Why does this person want to come in as the King of Wands? I couldn't make it up if I tried. X returns. Six of Cups again. Person from your past wants a new beginning with this Ace of Cups. In case you didn't get to see it. But why come back as the lover? Why? If you're the King of Swords, and you already showed that you wanted to be the King of Cups, why do you want to come back as the lover? Because that's what it's telling us. The King of Wands enters in. We already know what he's about. He's here for a short time, not a long time. He's the good time girl or boy. He's the let me get in and get out. Let me squeeze the lemons. Let me see if they're juicy, if those lemons and those melons are juicy. I don't know what this maybe is about, so I'm going to put it right back in. Spirit, is that what they're doing? They're just coming in to unravel the Libra's life again. Is that what this person is doing? Is coming in? No. They're coming in again with the Ten of Swords because something in their life has ended, guys. Plain and simple, something in their life has ended. Okay, but what does that have to do with the Libra? Why do they want to come back to the Libra? Do they want to be good to the Libra? Do they want to promote something positive in the Libra's life? The Knight of Swords. This is a young air sign. Or youngish, or young at heart, or immature. What? Oh my God, there was another card here. Again, the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups for the third time. 1, 2, 3. The Six of Cups is coming out again. They want marriage. They want it all. They want to come in. Even though they're younger or immature, they do know they want to be with you, Libra. Anything else that the Libra should know, please, from this person? And I'm getting pains in my stomach. I'm getting a headache from this person. Anything else, please? Anything else you want to tell us, please, and thank you. Since it flipped and I saw it. Yeah, nothing but thoughts. Thoughts. Is this going to happen or is it just their thought, Spirit? Is this going to actually happen? Wanting to come in as a friend. You know, the thing is, I have a feeling, Libra, you offered this person a lot. You offered them friendship. You offered them love. You offered them romance. You offered them everything. And they still didn't treat you right. Is there anything else you want to tell the Libra in reference to this relationship, please? And thank you. There's an ending here with this Queen of Coins. There's an ending with the Queen of Coins. They're trying to be strong with that Lion coming out again, the Strength card. And this person may have children. I don't know, Libra. The choice is going to be yours. They're being a little elusive. They are telling you they want something real this time. They're giving me a lot of pain in my body. I feel a lot of stress, but that could be that this person is under a lot of stress. That could be that this person is experiencing a lot of issues at this time in their life. So I'm going to recap, guys. On the one hand, the divine has told us to go within. If you want to expand, if you want your personal life, your person to expand personal growth-wise, you have to go within. You have to learn something different, whether that's something that's unknown to you or something that's taboo or hidden is your choice. But you have to isolate yourself in order to figure out all of those things that you need to know. Perhaps it's a direction in which your life should go. You will have renewal and you will have your soulmate. Is this your soulmate? It could be, Libra. It could be. Because 3 times they've told me, I'm coming back. I want marriage. I want to be with you. What worries me is this young spirit. Now, they could have a youthful energy about them, and that's a beautiful thing. It keeps both of the people bubbly. It keeps you invigorated. It keeps things going. It doesn't make for monotony. But at the same time, if it's somebody immature, you might be carrying the whole relationship, which is what I'm worried about. Hi, and I never say your name right. Is it Drischetti? Drischetti? Drischetti. I hope that I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah, that's not a good thing either. You have to find a way to clear that. Unfortunately, it's not something I can help you with during a live reading, okay? But if you want help with that, I am a life coach and I'm happy to help you with that. You can always email me for services if you'd like. VictoriaVioletSebastian@gmail.com. But back to this. So you have two situations going on that are on the table today. And the first thing they're telling you is on your spiritual personal path, there is growth potential here for you. You have to go within. You have to isolate so that you can come out the other end. And your soulmate can come. Whether this is your soulmate, only you know. Only you know, because a lot of you are out there and I'm only one person. I can't possibly be spot on for all of you. However, what I can tell you is whether this is your soulmate or another soulmate is coming, that is what it's telling me. So for those that are in search for their partner, if you've already done the healing, great. If not, it's telling you to go within, isolate, and heal so you can be renewed. Okay? This second message of the tarot is telling you, point blank simple, somebody has got a lot to tell you because it's 5 cards in a row of information. Because of that, it's telling you this person not only has a lot of information to tell you, but it's got a lot of information to tell you that something in their life is ended and it's causing them pain. Now, are you going to necessarily want to hear all that? I don't know. That's up to you. They are coming in because they are lacking in funds. I'm sorry, I'm just going to put it out on the table. They're lacking funds and they may move or they may have to move. Whether that's moving with you or separately, I don't know. That also is dependent on you and that person. This person is ending things today. They're being represented. The karmic is being represented by the Queen of Coins. There is an ending indeed because she's also confirming it. So first the King confirmed it. Now this Queen is confirming there is an ending. Only thing that worries me is perhaps some immaturity there in reference to the person that's coming towards you. There is love. There is a new beginning that wants to be birthed. Okay? This is it for this tarot portion. I'll be back in about another, let's say 15 or so minutes. Give me a chance to go get myself something to drink and I'll be back for our Sunday tarot. Words with Jesus. So if you hit that bell icon and hit all, it's going to notify you once you're subscribed so you know when I come back on. This is not a bad reading per se. It's just that now I'm concerned for those that have somebody coming back because that's going to be your choice. Let me put it this way, because I feel like I gotta close this in a positive or give it a different spin for everybody to glean what I'm getting from Creator. If this is what you want this person to come back, if you've been praying for this person to come back to you and you're really wanting this, then here's your answer. They're coming back. Oh, they're coming back. If you don't want this person back and Creator's giving you that opportunity to go another route, that route that they're giving you an opportunity to go towards is a route with a new person at the end of that time, because it looks like all of the work you do within, all the work you do on yourself to change or to open those chakra centers, to get those chakras to be working and running well again, spinning correctly, all of that self-awareness and self-work, self-value is going to bring you a new person anyway. So the choice is going to be yours regardless. The divine is here just to tell you that don't worry, somebody's coming into your life regardless. So the choice is going to be yours, whether it's the old or the new. This has been your reading for right now for your tarot of the day. And I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you gleaned some nuggets from this. And again, to the ladies that come on and to the gentlemen that come on, I thank you so much. Please do not practice medicine while on this channel or anybody else's channel, please. You can just suggest to people to go to the emergency room or call emergency services or their hotline. However, with that said, thank you so much to my beautiful subscribers. Willie, shout out to Willie, shout out to, I hope I say Dreschetti, I can't pronounce your name. I'm so sorry, and I know I'm butchering it, but know that you're welcome here. To Paul, I appreciate you, and to everybody else that has been here today, I appreciate you. I appreciate you supporting this channel and however you can, whether it's through the super chats, whether it's a super thanks, or whether it's your presence here and hitting that bell icon or hitting the thumbs up. Either ways, thank you so much, and I'll be back in about another 15 minutes with our Sunday Tarot for Words with Jesus. Bye, guys. Take care. I'll be back.